Okay, so I've kind of gotten out of the birdhouse mode for a while, or different art things. What I'm doing now is a good friend of ours that is an avid hunter brought over a box of antlers for Bonnie and myself as well to turn into different art things. So what I'm doing today is I'm taking his antler and I've drilled a hole down through the back end of it after I cut it here on the bandsaw, and I'm tapping it so that I can put a screw in it. Ultimately, what I'm going to do once I get it tapped is I've taken a real nice piece of the pondo pine bark and I'm going to attach it to the front of the pondo bark and turn it into a hanger for different clothing and stuff that I can put out by the hot tub. But this is one that I just made yesterday for the same guy that gives us the horn or the antlers. I'm going to give this to him today as a gift for him and his wife to put in their home that's just down the road from us. But anyhow, this is what turned out. A nice antler. And then I had an old snake skin from a snake that I had killed, actually, in New Mexico. I know a lot of people aren't going to like that, but I did. And then also some elk's teeth that I put on the end of it. And here, I'll show it to you a little bit closer, maybe, just to kind of let you see what it looks like. But anyhow, I've drilled holes into it, put some stainless steel screws on it, and ultimately what he'll do is he'll hang it on his wall. He and she will hang it on their wall somewhere like that. So that's what I'm making right now. And so in the process of it, I'm drilling this antler out, tapping it, and then I'm going to put a screw in it and attach it to this piece of pondo pine bark. I've had this tap and die set for about 35 years, from maybe even longer. That when I was building fire trucks and stuff, I've been carrying it around, and today it comes in handy. What I've done now is I've located the spot where I'm going to put the antler and where the screws are going to come in through the back. And I've highlighted it with a pen so that I can come back in with my Dremel and grind this out in through here so that when the antler actually sits in there, it'll be recessed in a little bit more to give it just a little bit more strength. Yeah, see, that's going to fit in there real nice now and kind of go recessed in a little bit, and then the screw will go into the back and it will sit like that. So I think I got it coming pretty close to what I want. Now screw this guy in from the back. Now that it's all threaded and tapped, bring it up into where that recession is, which looks something like that. Tighten it up good and tight, like that, and there you have it mounted down and inside. What I like to do is I use just a little bit of an epoxy, two-part epoxy, and mix it up real well between the hardener and the actual epoxy glue itself. And then what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of it on the back of the horn, or not the horn, the antler, like this, all around. And then I'll also take some and put it on the screw itself when I put it to go into the hole by holding it here like this, and put some on the thread. That way I know that it's going to hold real well when it gets down inside that tapped hole that I made. Take this like this, this like this, get it started to there, and then I can come back in and start to screw this in to where it's going to go. And then ultimately it'll be nice and tight. It'll be glued in real good. It's in the recession for where the antler goes, and it should stay in there forever. Then what I like to do on all the pondo bark is take some teak oil and come back in and put the teak oil on the front of on the Pondo bark. Because what it does is it gives it a real nice look, and it highlights and brings out the texture of the wood itself, so that it just kind of shows all the grain a lot nicer. Helps to preserve it a little bit, and just makes it look nice, I think, this way. So I put some teak oil on it all the way around. I've got a couple of stainless steel screws that I'm going to stick into it here for when I get ready to mount it. And then it ultimately is going to look like that when I'm done. I don't know if you can pick up the look of the wood or not, but see how nice it makes that wood look. So I'll be pretty much done with this once I finish teak oil on it. And here's the finished product when it's all done. I'll hang this out by the hot tub so we can put our towels and stuff on it when we go out there to get in. Ponderosa bark and deer antler.